All right, everyone. So continuing this lecture, developing and proposing solutions. Sorry. The salesperson then develops a solution or possibly several solutions. A salesperson proposes a written document or professional presentation that outlines how the company's product will meet or exceed the client's needs. This is different than like an actual contract, like a sales contract. Usually it's done like as a presentation in my experience. The sales presentation is the formal meeting in which the salesperson has the opportunity to present the sales proposal. So after compiling information about the client's needs and wants, the salesperson develops a solution in which the salesperson's product or service solves the client's problem or need. These solutions are typically presented as a sales proposal during the formal sales presentation. There could be numbers on this, by the way. Uh, you will save this much money. This is what your return on investment will be. That kind of stuff. Usually, there is only one opportunity to present solutions, and salespeople must be able to present the proposal uh, proposal and handle any customer objections, confidentiality, and professionalism. Uh, the salesperson should handle objections as requested for information and should use it in a positive way to close a sale. And again, depending on the type of product you have, there could be multiple people with different roles in this uh, approach. Handling objections. So rarely does a proposal say, I'll buy it right after the presentation. That's very true. Sometimes it can take months of going back and forth in multiple proposals. The potential buyer may insist that the price is too high or that the good or service will not satisfy the the present need. A good salesperson considers objectives and a legitimate part of the purchase decision. So then we go into closing the sale. So customers usually exhibit signs if they are ready to purchase a product or service. Negotiating plays a key role in closing the sale. It is the process during which both the salesperson and the prospect offer special concessions. Effective negotiations avoid using price as their negotiation tool, show increased value in their product or service, giving unilateral concessions. In foreign markets, the sales effort should be tailored to the appropriate way of doing business for that culture, by the way. In Europe and South American cultures, it's customary to kiss a business associate on both cheeks instead of shaking their hands, just following basic business norms. Usually, also in Europe and South American cultures, there's a lot of what's it called? Like, not banter, but when you small talk, a lot of small talk before even you get started with a meeting. Don't go directly into a meeting with this is the business. It's a very American approach. Following up, one of the most important aspects of the job is the follow up. How you bought the product, it's been installed, or you've been using it, how's it going? Final steps of selling processes, in which the salesperson ensures delivery schedules are met, goods and services perform as promised, buyer employees are properly trained and using the products. And again, those could be multiple different people that do those actual things. Sometimes also they could be like an account manager if it's a software company, and the account manager with the salesperson kind of do a transfer and manage the follow up. Most businesses develop on repeat sales and repeat sales depending on follow up by a salesperson. Furthermore, today's customers are less loyal to brands and vendors. Therefore, follow up is critical in the relationship building. Marketers are using automated email follow-up marketing in an effort to enhance customer satisfaction. And again, depending on the type of product, the software company I worked for was about $500,000 to buy one of our products. So we had dedicated people to follow up. We had dedicated people to train. And the salesperson kind of had the high level conversation. And a lot of times there might be a difference between the user and the purchaser. So, for example, the president of the company buys the product and then the coordinator is the one using it. So, there's multiple touching points, not as simple as the book likes to make it seem. Did I read this? The impact of technology and personal selling. Technology can help to improve that relationship. Cell phones, laptops, text messaging, electronic organizers allow salespeople to be more accessible. I've used social media with some of my clients. E-business buying, selling, marketing, collaborating with partners, and servicing customers electronically using the internet. For customers, the web has become a powerful tool, providing accurate, up-to-date information on product pricing and others and order status. So, sales management, now managing the sales team. Responsibilities of sales management: defining sales goals and the sales process. A quota is a statement of a person's sales goals, usually based on the sales volume. And a quota sometimes could be, you need to make 5 times your salary to just keep your job, and then anything above that, you get a percentage as a commission. That's some ways that I've structured these for when I manage sales teams. Determine the sales force structure, HP. Salespeople might also be assigned to specific industries or markets. That's very true with the software company that I know. They specialize in different types of industries, and so different types of people are in the sales cycle for that company. Recruiting and training in the sales force. GE uses its website to provide prospects, salespeople with explanations to different career paths. And so without sales, there is no need for accountants, production workers, or even a company president. Sales provides the fuel that keeps the corporate engine humming. Responsibilities of the sales manager include maximizing sales and at a reasonable cost and maximizing profit, defining the sales quotas and sales processes. Usually you have to do a lot of projections when it comes to that. We project we're going to sell this, and so this is what our quota will be. Organizing sales force structure by geographic regions, product lines, marketing functions, perform markets, industries, individual clients or accounts. Recruiting, training, compensation, motivation, and evaluating the sales force. Really, there's a lot of math that goes into it. It's not just go ahead and sell or whatever. Compensating and motivating the sales force. So Mary Kay Cosmetics offers a unique type of incentive whereby salespeople earn the use of different types of vehicles. But really money talks. So a lot of times as sales management, you would have also a bonus that comes with your team sales. So if you're, let's say you have 5 salespeople, they have to do 5 times their salary in sales to be able to keep their job, and then 7 or 6 and more would be they would be bonused on, and then you would get bonused on all 5 salespeople making their goals and a percentage of the commission on the top end. That's a way of structuring this. Every company does it differently, but just to let you know, even the sales manager does participate in the sales process. Evaluating the sales force. The final task of the sales manager is evaluating the effectiveness and performance of the sales force. So traits managers look for in applications: ego strength, sense of urgency and competitiveness, assertiveness, sociable, risk takers, capability to understand complex concepts, creativity, and empathy. You have to build that relationship. And then our last learning objective is customer relationship management in the sales process. So we've talked about CRM many times. So CRM is the ultimate goal of the new trend in marketing: identify customer relationships, understanding interaction with the customer base, capturing customer data, leveraging customer information. A lot of times you have like a CRM tool like a HubSpot or something like that to salesforce.com. You input all this information, and that way you can keep track. If your salesperson leaves, where you were at with the Salesforce sales cycle as well. Sometimes salespeople have a book of business, and if they leave, you lose a lot of leverage. So companies add, a CRM tool for this. So CRM could be qualitatively speaking like a sales, and then quantitatively like you're doing a mass mailer. So multiple different softwares for different uses. CRM assumes 2 key points. Customers must take the center stage in the organization, and the business must manage the customer relationship across all points of customer contact throughout the organization. So identifying customer relationships. So companies with CRM systems follow a customer-centric model. They rely on knowledge management. Terms of interaction are defined by the customer and not the organization. And a customer relationship company customizes product and services offering based on the data generated through the interactions between the customer and the company. Companies using CRM rely on knowledge management. It is the process by which customer information is centralized and shared in order to enhance the relationship between customers and the organization. Information collected includes experiential observations, comments, customer actions, qualitative facts about the customer. With CRM, the terms of interaction are defined by the customer and not the organization. Social media have created numerous ways for companies to interact with customers. So, just to kind of add to the CRM thing, um, one of the products that I was responsible for at my previous firm, Viz Explorer, was our CRM tool, HostViz. And in that HostViz product, the host, which was kind of like the salesperson, was the customer relationship person. They were the one that tried to get the customer to come gamble. They found out that the customer likes the Raiders, and so they would go into HostViz, the software, and input, likes the Raiders, uh, anniversary is this date, wife's anniversary is this date, or husband's anniversary is this date, and then in the CRM tool, I, as the management or the consultant at the time, would go in and say, okay, well, I have 30 Raiders tickets. Let me run a query to see exactly which customers like him. And so then I would grab that list, send it out to the sales team, the hosts, and they would call those players, try to get them to come play and see if they wanted to go to the Raider game. Exhibit 17.4, customer-centric approach for managing customer interaction. So the customer-centric approach of managing customer interaction follows the customer-centric approach, and interaction can occur through different communication channels such as phone, internet, or the salesperson. Customer focus, that's really what this is. An activity or touch point of a customer has with an organization, either directly or indirectly, constitutes an interaction. So I think I'll stop here, and then we have one more. Where am I? I'll stop here, and then you have one more video in the series.